and welcome back to another episode of A Work in Progress with myself, Lena Shipweta. Thank you for always tuning in. And today, as you can tell, I'm seated next to guys, I don't even know the words to choose to say this, but as you guys obviously already know, Miss Namibia 2024, Prisca Anyolo joins us today. Hi, Prisca.
Hi, Lena. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm awesome.
You look gorgeous.
I tried for you guys. I heard Lena was gonna be. I said I need to pull up for my girl.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know what I love? You always leave your house looking A-class.
That is not true. Those are.
Do I have to catch you in a supermarket?
Those are allegations, okay? You don't want to catch me in a spa, hey? Yeah. You won't even recognize. You know what's crazy? I go without my wig because I'm always wearing makeup. Yes. So I'm always 90% of the time I don't have my wig on. I don't have makeup on. I just prefer it that way.
I'm tearing up because you're making me laugh so much.
No, those are allegations.
Okay.
Heavy allegations. This takes a lot of effort.
It does, actually. It does.
And it's December. You want to be home chilling with your family.
Yes.
But
I'm still tearing up. Anyways, so thank you once again for joining us today.
Absolutely.
I know you're a very busy person. You're very, very busy. But I think everybody else as well, our audience also really want to get to know Prisca. We not necessarily only the well put together girl.
Right.
Yeah, we want to know your background. Who is Prisca? When did she start modeling? Where were you raised? What was your life like?
I actually started modeling at a very young age. I think when I was around 15 years old. But let's be honest, we all know how the modeling industry is like in Namibia.
Yeah.
So my modeling career only blossomed once I moved to South Africa, where I got my first degree. So I was signed to Louis V Models in Sandton, and that's how I got a lot of really cool jobs. I did model for really cool brands like DSTV, like Vodacom, Mutual. Those were one of the biggest campaigns, and that you get paid serious money.
Yes.
I always wish that for my industry, in Namibia, it could actually be catapulted into that of South Africa's. But I think I've always liked commercial modeling. I want to make that very clear. I'm not a runway girl. I'm not a pageantry, also just passion. Yeah. But I'm more commercial modeling. That's my thing.
Yes.
Do you know I like commercial modeling?
Why?
Because you don't have to look a certain way. You don't have to be a certain weight. You just have to be yourself.
Yeah.
Lots of brands will always look for people like you.
Yes.
They want a certain girl with short hair. They want a certain girl with long hair. They want someone with a nose ring. They want someone who has tattoos. Everyone fits. I was actually at a casting once in South Africa, and the couple that went to go audition, they were 70 years old and they were models.
Yes.
70!
Yes.
And she's like, I decided to do this with my husband this year, and they're having a blast. Because people also need old people anymore. So I love commercial modeling. That's my niche.
Yeah.
That's my niche.
And then you also find, obviously, the different types. Those ones that have tattoos all over, plus size models.
Yeah.
It's very open, and I think that's why a lot of people also prefer the commercial modeling. You're actually right.
It's not as strict.
You don't have to change yourself.
No.
You don't have to go on a diet or do things.
Oh, don't even talk about the diets, my dear.
But while we're on the topic of modeling.
Yeah.
Pageantry.
Yeah.
I always tell people that I don't think I would ever be able to do pageantry.
For real?
No.
I think you'd be perfect for that.
People always say that, but
do they?
Can you see the difference?
I actually don't see any difference. I actually don't see any difference. I'm sorry.
The prim and proper stuff is not for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it. I don't know.
It's almost drilled into your head almost. You got me? Because even now, I want to be like this.
Yeah,
but because of training,
cross
your legs, have your back straight all the time. So even though you're like, this is going to be very chill, relaxed conversation, I'm like, but in my mind, media training, pageantry, girl.
Yeah, you have to always, and even the way you speak, the way, it's a lot for me, man.
Right,
and also the rigorous training.
It is.
Yeah, especially when the pageant is coming up, it's just
it's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure. Then you always have to make sure you have so many gowns, you have so many outfits, you have so money. Exactly. People don't understand how expensive pageantry actually is.
Pageantry is a rich girl sport.
Yeah.
That's my only comment I have to say about it's a rich girl sport. From sponsorship to clothes, makeup to going international to getting votes. It's a rich girl sport.
Are Namibian corporates usually open to sponsoring pageant girls?
I want to say yes.
Okay.
I'm not going to say that I've had that experience. It was a bit more difficult for me, I'll be honest.
Okay.
But the ones who did come on board, they come in, they support you with everything. So I feel like you're going to knock on a lot of doors.
Yeah.
Most probably get a lot of no's, but don't let that discourage you. There is someone out there who does believe in your journey, who believes in what you want to do and how you want to change, the landscape of your people with regards to your project, to your, to your advocacy.
Yeah.
You're going to get a lot of no's, but baby girl, all you need is a few yeses. And that's what you need. At the end of the day, that's all you you need.
But I think it's also just the same for any industry, actually. You are going to get a lot of no's. You're going to have to knock on a lot of doors. But at the end of the day, you just have to be optimistic and continue knocking.
But that optimism, hey? Like, it's easier said than done. It's easier said than done. You really have to have, like, a very thick skin. And keep knocking on the doors. It doesn't matter who says no. It doesn't matter who's not going to help you. Someone out there will help you.
And you know what? That's actually very powerful that you mentioned that because of your Miss Namibia journey.
Yeah.
How many times did you partake in Miss Namibia?
I partook in the year 2021. Didn't even make it to top 12. Was I in top 12? I forget. It's been a lot. It was a long time ago. I think I didn't make it to top 5. I think I only made it to top... I can't remember if we were top 12 or top 15. And in my mind, I was like, I got that. Girl, when you're standing back there, your name doesn't get called, the way your heart just drops.
Yeah.
You know, all I was thinking about me, I was like, I spent so much
money. Exactly. Pageantry. I know it's a lot.
I was like, Jesus, refund me. Refund me my money. But you know what? It's also more about passion, guys. Like, if that is something that, whether you make it or not, you did it for the love of the game. And sometimes it's... It comes with its ups and downs. It is what it is. You have to accept it. And I was like, you know what? I'm done. And after 2021, I was like, I'm done.
Never doing it again.
Don't call me. I won't even go for Miss anything, Miss Kral, Miss Dorado Park. I'm not doing it. I said, don't call me. I'm not doing it. And some way, somehow, I found myself back in madness.
And how was that experience? Did you expect to win? What was the challenges?
Funny enough, I just told God, put me in top 3 and I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I was like, if you get me to top 3, I'm okay. So when they called my name, I was like, oh, really?
So you didn't exactly expect it to be you?
I think people always think you know.
Yeah.
Unless you're doing things that ACC doesn't like, then you obviously would know. But if you are on that, you know, integrity kind of path, you really won't know that your name is going to be called. So I had no idea. I was actually, it came as a shock to me.
Is it?
Yeah, I was just like, when I made it to top 5, I was like, God, it's fine. Like, I got what I wanted and I was happy.
Yeah.
I was like, this is enough for me. Yeah. I didn't want...
Also, I just want to mention, I called her name.
You did! Oh my God! Okay, well, who did you think was gonna win?
No, I didn't even have.
You know, your
year had like really strong competition.
People kept saying that, like they had no idea.
Yeah,
and the thing is, now all the girls kept sharpening each other. Like someone had a quality that we really looked into or looked up to for another. So we were always helping each other. Like that. It was insane because someone's really good at walking, someone's really good at speaking, someone's really good at dressing, someone's really good at hair, makeup, like advocacy. Some of these girls' advocacy are on fire, bro. So the whole time you're like, nah, this is a strong group. I like that.
I don't know. It was a very powerful group, actually. It was also it was good. The competition was tight. It
was nice. We didn't even know what to expect. You know what I mean?
But I also loved that you guys, the sisterhood was also very big. You guys were cheering each other on a lot. It was really nice.
A really, really good friend of mine, because she didn't make it into top 5, right? Okay. And we were planning the whole time, we're going to make it to top 5. We're going to make it into top 5. This was not this year. Yeah. So I made it into top 5 and she didn't. And I went backstage. I'm still shaking. She's like, come here, we're praying. And I'm like, what? You didn't make it. I'm like, I feel better. I'm like, she's like, no, girl. We're praying for you now. Close your eyes. Let's close our eyes. We're praying. And I'm like, that is insane.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
You'd rather expect someone else to be, mad at your win or things like that. She's like, we're going to pray right now and you're going to get up there. You're going to answer those questions. You got in for us.
Yes.
You are in top 5 for us.
Representing us, yeah. But I think you thought that way because the girls in pageantry are known for...
Now she was 15.
No, but let's be honest. The girls in pageantry are known backstabbing each other. It's not really cute, their side. It's like every man for himself. But the fact that you guys had that sisterhood was like really cute, actually. I really loved it. No, but on a real though, you guys' year, the sisterhood was very beautiful, actually. Yeah. And life after Miss Namibia?
Life after Miss Namibia, I feel like I was a little bit relieved.
Okay.
We spoke about the pressure. Now, I'm just going to be very honest. Like, I was so anxious to get back to my life.
Yeah.
I already knew that I wanted to go to school. I wanted to start my business. So it took a year out of my plan. So now I'm finally back on track. And I'm like, this is what I always wanted to do.
Yeah.
But, when you take on such a title, when you take on such a huge, prestigious national title, you don't realize how much time it takes out of your schedule. You have to be 100% committed. Even after you give away the crown, your project still exists. Your project is still calling you. Like your promises that you made to your people that voted for you, they're still waiting for you to deliver.
100%.
So it's never like, oh, I'm done. Here's my crown. Bye. Like it's gonna follow you up until I have grandchildren. I think. Honestly,
you'll always be known as Miss Namibia. Isn't that a beautiful and powerful thing, though?
It really is.
But the pressure also.
guys, doesn't everything in life have pressure?
Yeah, also.
I feel like anything in life has pressure. Even if I was an accountant at a certain firm and I wanted to be made partner, I think I would still apply the same life skills that I did when it comes to pageantry. And I want to be the best accountant at the company. I will apply the same life skills. That's just how I am. Yeah. It doesn't matter what I want. Like I will fully delve myself into the entire whatever it is that I'm gonna put myself into. I fully do that. So I don't think you should half-ass anything. Sorry for cussing, but I don't like to half-ass anything. If you're gonna do something, put your all into it. You really have to. Shwambo we say we more like. Yes,
you have to actually. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What other interests do you have outside of modeling? Let's get to know Prisca a little bit more.
As you can see, I gained a little bit of weight.
You did?
No, I'm joking.
I was like, what?
No, guys, I'm
pregnant. Girl, stop
and I'm announcing here. No, I love to.
That would have been nice. That would have been really nice.
It really would have, but no. I love to eat. So during pageantry, I couldn't eat as much. That was the biggest step. I was like, I'm gonna cry because I couldn't eat the way I wanted. Yeah. Like I like my cheeks full. I like to eat whatever I want. Like I don't care about flat stomachs. I don't care about cellulite. I really love food. Like I love to make it. I cook really, really well.
Okay.
I like gourmet food. I like to eat out all the time at gourmet restaurants. So I just thought instead of spending all this money all the time in 5-star Michelin restaurants, let me learn how to make the food myself. So I love to eat. I love to cook. I love good food. Just thinking about it now. So when I get to the interview, I'm like, afterwards, I'm gonna go get some.
Yes. You always have that, like,
in the back of my mind. Yeah, you can bribe me with food. You really can. You can get anything you want with food. I will say yes. I really will.
Okay.
You can have Cartier bracelet, and I'm like,
I'll actually go for the food.
What's that?
Yeah.
What's in your plate? I'll eat that. I eat that. What about you? What are like your interests besides being really pretty?
Oh, girl.
Charismatic.
Wow. I think what helps with me is that I work around my hobbies. Yeah.
You spoke about that. Like you're doing what your degree requires you to do. That is so cool.
Like every time I'm on set with something, I'm at a show, those are the things I actually like doing. Passion. Yeah, those are the things I enjoy doing. So like I'm glad I get to make money out of them.
Am I allowed to bring up Netflix?
Yeah, sure.
You were stunning. You came on the screen. I was like,
girl, I made sure for 3 weeks she was in the gym because I knew my outfit required my legs too.
And Lena said she doesn't want to do pageantry because of that pressure, but for Netflix she did.
Exactly. That pressure is what
get your ass in Miss Namibia right now, because you can do it for 3 weeks. You could do it for like 3 months.
Yeah,
I think you do really well.
Probably. I'll think about it. No, you are like the 20th person to suggest that. To be honest,
maybe you should listen to us.
Perhaps maybe that's my big break. Who knows?
Think about it, and then really, I will say this: plan years ahead. You don't just wake up one day and decide you want to do a national pageant. I think that was also my mistake that I did in 2021. I was like, I'm so used to getting, you're so pretty, you should do a pageant. And I was so used to that, I didn't realize it takes much more than just looks babe. Like everyone's pretty, no one cares. What else can you bring to the table? What else can you offer?
And even in terms of advocacy, like people can tell the passion when you're presenting your advocacy. They can tell the passion when you're going out there and doing these things. So you really need to focus on something that you genuinely love, and you can do without even feeling like it's work or anything, and giving back to the community is also a big thing. So you need to make sure it's not fake. It's not just like pictures with the kids,
because it happens all the time. Like during pageantry, we all have these awesome projects, and then like before pageantry, like before we hear that you're entering, I don't know, Miss Namibia Press Agency, we've never heard you do anything for anything. Now all of a sudden you are doing it. I'm like, girl.
Exactly.
Like if I was a judge, I'd be like, okay, but like, if that's just me though, you know what I mean? Okay, sweetheart. Yeah. And then after the pageant, you are also nowhere to be found. Like your pageant, events, nowhere. It's a bit disappointing, but then I think it's very telling. I think also pageantry has gotten a new face. I think you also the controversy that happened this year at the national pageant, the international pageant, Miss Universe, which it sucks a lot, especially for African girls. Like we put our all into these pageants. You get what I mean? And for so long we were secluded and excluded from even entering those type of platforms. So I'm just like, damn it, give us our flowers, but also why don't we also just
create our own thing?
That's
also
what I'm saying.
100% at the same exact level because the thing is we have billionaires in Africa. We are able to do it. I think maybe it just starts also with us.
funny enough, I think it was in 2021 when I entered for the first time. I was looking for sponsorship, right? Because you're asking how does it work with corporates and all of that. I had met up with a certain South African billionaire, but he was here for business. And we bumped into each other at Hilton Hotel. So my mentor and I was like, okay, you know what? Let's go have a conversation with this guy. Let's take the opportunity. You know, come up with like a really cute proposal and everything, because she knew him personally. So she's like, okay, I'm going to ask you to come out to dinner with us and you speak to him. So then I had my whole proposal on board, and then we spoke to him, and he's like,
nodding.
He was just nodding the whole time. He's like, yeah, I normally invest in pageants, but I stopped when I see what happens to our African sisters outside. So that really crushed. He's like, and then he actually pulled me aside. He's like, you're wasting your time. Don't. I'm telling you. And I'm like, don't say that. Crushing my dreams. But I think I understood. He's like, he's not gonna funnel money into something that brings back no return, and also like doesn't bring back honor to our African continent, which I completely understood. I think it was only after the fact. I was like, okay, I think I get what you're saying, but we do need more support. We do need more support. A lot more support in that industry, and let's just start celebrating our own. I don't like, for me, once you're crowned here, you are that girl. It doesn't matter what any other international.
That's true, actually.
Do you get what I mean? Like,
okay, perfect. Let's go into your business side of things. You're a business lady, entrepreneur. Okay, tell me a little bit about it.
I had always been a makeup artist since the year 2017. I started in Johannesburg, in South Africa, in my bedroom. So this was my bed, this was my kitchen. It was like, you know, it was a bachelor apartment. So most of my clients would have to come into my bedroom to get their makeup done. But I'd always wanted a salon. Even when I moved to Dubai, I was living there for about 2-3 years. I had worked underneath an Ethiopian woman's salon. Right? It was situated in Data. And she's like, you can come in and do your makeup, because she knew how broke I was. She's like, no, you don't have to pay me rent. Just come in, do your makeup in my salon and see how things work. Because I'm like, I do want to open this up one day. But that time I had no funds, I had nothing. I was just like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. And I checked how the functionings of a salon works, because that's what I've always wanted. So when I moved back home to Namibia, like I said, I wanted to open up my business, but then Miss Namibia carried me. But then the waves brought me back. And I was like, okay, this is time to open up Elysian. And for the first time, it was really difficult. Like trying to get people to get inside the shop, to rent. I think I only had one person for a whole year. And I felt like I wasted, because I put a lot of money into the place. And I wanted to close down the place. And I think after 1 month, now we are 8 people in my salon. I know. So it was insane. So I'm just like, imagine had you given up. So sometimes I feel like it seems really bleak. You are trying, you're pushing, and nothing's happening. And God just decides, I just wanted to see how committed you were. You said you wanted this.
Because a year is a long time.
A year is a very long time. And I was living off of my Miss Namibia money, but at some point that money runs out. And I was like, okay, the business has to start making money now.
Somehow. So it's actually very beautiful to hear like a success story like this, hey?
Thank you.
Because a lot of the times people complain about like former Miss Namibia. So like, are there more opportunities out there for them? Is anything else happening for them? But exactly, I was going to say
but
now.
But also, it's not fair. I feel like, I'm not saying we're special or that we're above anybody else, but after you being a national queen for your country, people expect to see. You see, even now when you're like, oh, you always look so good, I'm like, bruh, that is not
the pressure.
That is not the reality. Like, if you don't have money, for me, I do my own hair, I do my own makeup. But most people don't have those types of skills. You always have to outsource, and that's also money. And let's be honest, 150,000. It's a lot of money, but it runs out. It's not sustainable. So I would like to see the industry evolve to where an opportunity exists, whether that's a job, at least to make sure she can. So don't just give her money ready for free because you must not get, but like she has a certain degree in a certain whatever qualification that she studied in. Employ her somewhere. It doesn't have to be at the organization itself, but somewhere in the country, just to make sure that that lifestyle can continue. And also, she feels like, because we spend a lot of money when it comes to these pageants, so just to get something out of it. Like, don't just, now after you're crowned and then you're left high and dry. I think opportunities need to be created afterwards. When it comes to the advocacy, I think that's definitely up to us, because that's our project. You said you want to do that. You said you want to help the community. You said you want to help the people. So you have to be at the forefront 100%. Of that, for sure. But when it comes to sustainability and, how do I say?
There's just the overall lifestyle also of the person and their livelihood.
Yes. Like, make that more attainable. Don't make it so difficult. Now you are there filling out job
Also, some of the girls
applications.
actually apply to Miss Namibia because they're hoping that their life can change in some way, somehow, you know?
For sure.
So they want to be able to say, okay, because I've been on this national stage, I should be able to walk into any room and be like, hey guys, here's a proposal.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? But they get turned away a lot as well.
Why does that happen, do you think? I feel like you have more international exposure. Like, that's not in pageantry. Like, you're...
Yeah, but I think with a lot of the corporates also, they will turn you down the first time you come. But don't forget that in as much as they're turning you down, they are paying attention to what you're doing from now on. Some people are actually not well educated on what's happening in the social scene. They didn't know who you were before you walked in.
Nor do they care,
to be honest. It's not their business, not their line of work. They don't really care. However, now that you're leaving and you've acquainted yourself with these people, they now are paying attention to you. And now they're going to give you, let's say, a year. So that next time their financial year opens, they'll remember, oh, Prisca came to you gate. Okay. So, but they want to make sure that in that year that we are paying attention to you. Is Prisca continuing to hustle? Is she continuing to put her brand out there? Has she grown in any way, shape, or form? Are you worth
the investment that you were asking?
Yes. Because think about how many people walked into their office. They gave them money and nothing came about it.
That is actually true. And a few corporates have told me that as well. Like, people keep... All types of people keep walking through our doors, asking us for this, asking us for that, and then nothing comes of it after that. And I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. Yeah. So a few other people have probably like dirtied the name. So it's up to you to be like, I'm different.
Yeah. So they're also sitting down there. Marketing team is probably sitting, all 5 of them. Yeah. They're like, let's Google her. Let's see if there are any scandals.
They do research. Yeah.
Deep core research. They're going to the events asking, so this Prisca girl, do you know? Do you get? So they need to make sure whatever it is they're associating their brand name with next to yours is like worth it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that your name is clean and that you are hardworking, let's say, or you just have like a proper foundation that they can trust. Yeah. That's very important.
I agree.
Anyways, girl, on a lighter note, it's December. What are we doing this December? What's happening? What do you usually do December time?
Usually before pageantry we were doing other things, but now after pageantry we're going to be focusing on our advocacy. That really has taken a lot of my time. So 90% business, other 90% I can say definitely my advocacy. I did release a message, like a media statement to the Namibian public, because like everyone knows I do self-sustainable gardens, right? And I don't always want it to be me deciding where to install the next garden in an impoverished area of Namibia. So I'm like, okay, Namibians, you need to now nominate where do you want us to, implement the next garden. So we didn't get a lot of submissions, and I'm wondering, because I know that the hunger exists in Namibia. So I'm like, is it that the people in those areas haven't gotten my message?
Yes. I was going to say that,
because they probably don't have social media, but we all know who. Like, I'm depending on word of mouth here. Do you get what I mean? So let us just listen to my message again. I do want to continue with my project. Santam is so on board. Okay. So let us change the landscape of poverty and... Yeah, I think it's very powerful to, even after you won, it's like a whole year later, 2 years almost. Yeah. And you still continue to care for your community. It's very, very beautiful, because we are going forward and moving up and leaving these people at the back, but we also need, in order for even economy to grow, we need these people. We need to make sure they're alive, they're well, they at least have some sort of employment. If all of us win, or if some of us win in Namibia, all of us can then be upgraded in society.
We are only 3 million,
That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be that difficult. There are some issues we can actually fix ourselves. Let's not always depend on the government. They're doing everything that they can. Triple N for life. But like, let us also help the government when it comes to, trying to eradicate certain issues in society. So poverty was mine. I think other people are doing what they can, but we can do this, guys. We have the money. People are there. They want to help. Let's build the garden.
Words of encouragement for any girl that's watching right now that wants to be the next Prisca Anyolo, or just wants to, move into the line of business that you're in. Maybe a salon owner, something.
Number 1, you could never be the next Prisca Anyolo because you are yourself.
Thank you, girl.
You should always wake up one day and be like, I want to be the next me. You don't have to be like absolutely anybody else. Okay, so stop comparing. Like, don't do that. You are you. You are special. And focus on your good traits. What is it that people keep telling you you're really good at? Naturally, gravitate more towards that. So don't look at the criticism that's happening inside of your head, because we all like to self-criticize. But every time you meet people, we're like, oh, you're really good at dressing. Oh, I really like how you style that. pay more attention to that, gravitate towards that. It's kind of like a compass pointing you to where your success lies. So focus on that. Don't compare. Don't be the next. Baby, you are you.
Yay.
And you're going to be the next you, and there'll never be anyone like you.
Yeah. Dinav actually told us that when I was in primary school. He came as a guest and he told us that. So 100%.
Aww.
Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
They were so delightful. And I'm so glad actually you came, because now the audience can see like you are actual human being and you have a personality, and it's not just prim and proper.
And we like food.
Yes.
Food vouchers.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for tuning in on A Work in Progress. This episode, one of my favorites. Until next time, bye.